Welcome to Pokemon 101. Today's topic is going to be Pokemon stats. In this video we're going to break down the 6 stat categories, what they do, as well as EVs, IVs, and Natures. To begin, let's define the 6 stats found in Pokemon. They are as follows: HP or health points, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. HP and speed are very straightforward to understand. HP is the amount of damage a Pokemon can take before it faints, while speed is used to calculate which Pokemon acts first in a turn. In most situations, the Pokemon with the higher speed stat will go first. There are some exceptions, however. To really understand the next 4 stats, you really need to first understand that each offensive move in Pokemon is categorized as either physical or special. A physical attack will use the attacking Pokemon's attack stat and the defending Pokemon's defense stat to calculate damage, while a special attack will use the attacking Pokemon's special attack stat and the defending Pokemon's special defense stat when calculating damage. So what this means is you need to pay attention to the type of move your Pokemon is using and whether it will be physical or special, and then look at the corresponding stats. Now that we've defined what each stat is, let's talk about how each stat is determined. Pokemon calculate stats using the following formula for all stats barring HP. HP uses this formula instead. This is a lot to unpack, so let's begin by identifying the 5 variables: V for base stat, E for effort value, I for individual value, L for level, and N for nature. We won't go super in depth with the formula itself since the game automatically calculates it for us, but instead I'm going to explain how each variable affects the formula. To make this more digestible, we're going to assume all Pokemon are level 100 to make the numbers clean. For each of the 6 stats, a Pokemon has a designated base stat, which is determined by the species of Pokemon. This will give you an idea of the stat floor for that Pokemon. For example, before Nature's IVs and EVs are calculated, a Pokemon with 90 base speed will be faster than a Pokemon with 85 base speed. Now there are things we can do to alter this in the form of IVs, EVs, and Natures. On encounter with a Pokemon, each stat is assigned an IV from 0 to 31. Each IV is worth 1 stat point when calculating stat totals, meaning perfect IVs will increase a stat by 31 at level 100. The next thing that can influence Pokemon stats totals are effort values. These values are trained by battling Pokemon. Each Pokemon has a total of 508 effort values to spend, though you're only allowed to spend up to 252 per stat. Every 4 EVs trained will add 1 additional stat point at level 100. So what this means is full stat investment at level 100 is equal to 63 stat points. The final thing that we can do to alter a Pokemon stat total is by giving it a nature. Each nature affects 2 stats, one positively, the other negatively. The negative stat is lowered by 10% while the positive stat is raised by 10%, depending on the nature. The exception being neutral natures, which don't alter stats in any way. Here's a chart for you to look at that will help you identify which natures affect which stats. So what this means is in terms of competitive play is that there's a lot we can do to boost certain stats. Taking into account perfect IVs, full EV investment, and beneficial nature, we can increase any given stat by 94, as well as give that stat total a 10% bump. Note, VGC uses level 50 for competitive play. IVs and EV training, while still important, are less impactful at level 50. The stat boost total by having perfect IVs and full EV investment is now 47. However, you still get the full benefit of the 10% boost from natures. That should do it for this episode of Pokemon 101. Next we'll be going over typing as well as calculating damage. Hey there folks, I just want to give you a quick thank you for watching the video. I do plan on creating more Pokemon specific content in the future. I just want to get the basics of Pokemon out there for anyone who may be new to the game or returning for Pokemon Sword and Shield. On the release of the new generation, we can look forward to game guides as well as online battles. Thanks again for watching and take care.